Hey guys, it's Nicole with the Unguarded Heart, and Happy New Year. Obviously, we're a couple weeks into January, and this is my first new video blog of 2015. I'm really excited to be back writing and sharing a lot of my experiences with you all. And today, I guess I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about the holidays and kind of some of the emotions that come up from it. Obviously, the holidays were a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not sure about you, but for me, I started getting a little funky and feeling a little blah and having some weird emotions that just didn't feel entirely right. And it was more specifically around New Year's Eve and some of the expectations that we have around this wonderful new December 31st, looking towards the new year. You kind of have an expectation of what the night's going to be like, perhaps even have that midnight kiss of celebrating with your significant other, your loved one. And while you might spend the night with some amazing friends like I did, it still brings about some feelings that kind of feel off to you. And I just wanted to share a little bit about that with you all because it's something that I experienced this year. And I was in Boston with one of my best friends. We had an amazing time, but something just felt really weird to me about being my age again and kind of falling under the trap of what society tells you and how I haven't found that perfect mate just yet, and you kind of feel a little blah about it. And I was having an amazing conversation with my friend and one of her friends who also is this very open spiritual type person, and I kind of let them know what I was going through at the time. And my friend said to me, Nicole, you really need to practice what you preach. And I found that to be really odd at the moment. I didn't really know why I felt weird that she said that to me, but as I got back home and I had some time to reflect, I realized that while I sit here and I give my experiences and share my feelings and my advice with you all, I'm still a human being, and we're all human beings, and there's going to be times that while we mostly have it all together, we're going to be frustrated, we're going to be disappointed, and we're going to feel kind of crappy from time to time. And the important thing is that while that emotion is happening, you need to identify it and just do some positive things to kind of move forward and not stay stuck in it. And that's what I realized I needed to do once I got home from my trip. And I really just took the time to identify what I was feeling exactly. And once I did, I felt the emotion. I allowed myself to really just kind of cry it out, let myself be sad, kind of feel all of that stuff first, so that I could then go back to being in a place of the present moment, of the now, of realizing all of my blessings and how wonderful life is, and that I'm exactly where I need to be. And so once I had identified the emotion, kind of felt it a little bit, I chose something that I knew was going to get me grounded and get me back to a place of center. And for me, of course, that always happens to be yoga. And I took an amazing yoga class, and it always seems that whenever I take a class after feeling kind of off, my yoga instructor knows exactly what to say to kind of put me in center. I had an amazing, strong practice that day, and I just felt rejuvenated and refreshed, and I was able to get back to my place of peace. And so with that, if you guys are feeling kind of funky or you're feeling kind of blah, obviously as the new year starts, it's a moment of rebirth. Granted, we should be having these moments of rebirth throughout the year, not just at New Year's, but obviously it's a time for everybody to reflect and kind of start over. that's my suggestion to you. I mean, we all feel it. Nobody, goes throughout life without having some moments of frustration or sadness, not even Oprah Winfrey. And it's really about taking those feelings and feeling them and really doing something that is going to put you in more of a present, positive light. And that's exactly what I did. So while I have those moments, I do practice what I preach, and I felt it was a great opportunity from that story to just kind of reflect with you and give you some ideas on how to do that here. So please feel free to leave any comments below if you have questions or just want to strike up a conversation about this topic. You definitely have some room to write below, and I hope that 2015 is off to a great start for you. Definitely looking forward to continuing the Unguarded Heart and growing together. So see you all soon.